we're going to cross then to Berlin. We're going to speak to our correspondent who joins us from there, Nick Holdsworth. Nick, how on earth can the German government actually do this in the first place? I mean, Germany, as I said there, is supposed to be part, isn't it, of the Schengen zone, which allows for open borders across Europe.
It's fully within the rights of any member state of the European Union to restrict their borders, to reintroduce controls under emergency measures. These must be proportionate, they must be for urgent issues, and in fact Germany is not the only country that does this. Across Europe at the moment, half a dozen countries have temporary border controls in place with their neighbours. France has border controls in place with their neighbours good through the end of October. Denmark is restricting entry in its ports and land borders from Germany. The Italians have border controls. The Austrians have border controls. The Slovenians even have border controls. So across Europe, this is common. Most of these countries are citing terrorism concerns and issues with the asylum system. So this is something which is fully legitimate within the rules of the Schengen agreement area.
Nick, of course, it's leading to lots of allegations that this is really heading or aimed at heading off the far right ahead of the elections there in Germany.
Well, absolutely. The ruling coalition in Germany has been spooked by the rise of the AfD, the Alternative for Deutschland, the far right party, which gained first place in regional elections in Thuringia just over a week ago and second place in Saxony. Towards the end of this month, there are more elections in Berlin-Brandenburg, which is the old East German area to the east of the German capital, Berlin, and the AfD are also expected to do well there. These border measures are also in reaction to recent knife attacks. There were 3 people murdered in Solingen under 2 weeks ago by a knife attacker, and somebody tried to attack the Israeli consulate in Munich last week and was shot dead by police. So there are concerns about terrorism, and that is the reason that the German Interior Minister Nancy Faeser gave yesterday when she announced the reintroduction of these border controls. Germany's already had controls for quite a while now between Poland, Czech Republic, Austria and Switzerland, and indeed in the last 10 months it says it has stopped around 30,000 illegal immigrants entering the country. They've been turned back at its borders with Austria and those other countries.
Nick, thanks very much. Nick Holdsworth, our correspondent, joining us there from Berlin.